Hi guys, Barb from PABrewNews. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna try to get a beer I like out of this fucking thing. Mystery beer. Let's do one that we can like, and the camera will hold out and everything, and everybody will be happy, and happy times will happen. Oh god, another fucking IPA. Okay. Now hopefully this one's not gonna have a big chunk of sedimentation in it that ruins everything. So, the beer is a nice, softly hazed, zero carbonation to speak of, a ring of Whitehead, and when I swirl it, you do get something that reminds me of alcohol eggs sticking to the glass. Very nice. Okay. I'm getting softest hints of a fleshy fruit. You know, blood orange, little hints of that, little touches of that kind of mango-y stuff. As I learned from the other beer review, when I'm talking about fleshy stuff, peach, mango, are some of those fruits, and they are. But when I tried to say it, couldn't fucking remember those. I'm getting a cereal, like a sharp, drying cereal grain sweetness, which is weird to say drying cereal grain sweetness, but it's reminding me of like a cereal that I used to eat, and the actual flakes were more roasty, crunchy, the whole deal. I'm getting some of that actually coming through there, which is pretty weird. But there's soft caramel hints under that cereal grain kind of, I don't know. It's really, I can't, maybe Raisin Bran, a little bit of those Raisin Bran flakes, a little sharp hint of that coming up, which I've never gotten a beer before ever. So yeah, fleshy stuff. I mean, it's an odd beer to smell, really odd. Cheers. Very caramel forward, very sweet, very hints of grapefruit, but more like kind of that savory blood orangey kind of fleshy fruit forward taste. Vague earthiness in the background, not exactly pine, vague earthiness in the background. It's generically drinkable. Very low key on the bitterness. Excuse me. Very low key on the bitterness. Very easily drinkable. It almost reminds me of like a Rebel IPA, that kind of thing. Something of that ilk. Not ilk. I guess that's a bad word to say. But it's just soft hints of some fruits. Very low key on the bitterness. A little bit of earthiness to kick it up just a bit, and a forward malt base to kind of give it a, about 5.5 to 7.5, that area, IBUs, and a drinkability. I mean, I really do like having these mystery beer reviews, but when you get 3 in a row you don't fucking like, you're like, let's just keep going until we find something I like. This, don't like. Right then, boom. Sharp grapefruit in the back of the palate, coming up with a little hints of pine behind that. But I'm not getting it in the beer, which is fucked up, because I'm getting it in the breath. The breathing, the aromatic breathing of it, I'm getting these flavors, which is nice. But like I said, something in, I don't know, something in that range. Great burps. I might be getting some of the burps from the beers I had before. That could be going on. But the bitterness and earthiness in the back, it's more undefinable. It's definitely not bad. It's just more undefinable. It's not exactly something you'd be like, oh, exactly. It's that piney goodness. Is it? No, it's earthy. It's an earthiness. Let's dump the rest in and see if we have a... Lately we've been having a fucking bowl of fucking cereal fall in a goddamn glass for the last couple reviews. Nobody watches these fucking mystery reviews anyway, so except for Joe. Who cares? Cool. What is that? Pretty standard. Pretty standard. Caramel. A little bit of almost like a fleshy blood orange kind of hint from the citrus note and the sweetness. Kind of carries the whole thing. Caramel sweetness carries to the whole thing. Undefinable bitterness, earthiness on the back end. Super drinkable, easily approachable. Probably in the 6%, 6.5 ABV region. Obviously, it's basic. To me, it tastes like a just regular, like substandard IPA that people can enjoy. It's more malt forward and sessionable to a certain extent. So, I don't know what it is. Let's find out. I guess I can drink it. I won't dump it out, maybe. Oh, for God's sakes. Sorry, guys. You know, like when I get like beers that it's like, oh, it's substandard, so it's okay, this and that, blah blah. I do want the cover to come off and find out like it's a Voodoo Ranger IPA or something like that. But like when it's one of your crafty locals, I'm not happy about it. This is Gun Hill Brewing Company. I didn't read it yet, but I know by the can it's Gun Hill Brewing Company. Okay. It's Gun Hill Brewing Company, which if you see it right there, and I think they're from East Aurora, but I'm not sure. Gun Hill Brewing Company. This is their Silvis Double IPA. Well, I'll tell you what. It's superly drinkable. It really is. Fucking dick going on, but it's superly drinkable. Gun Hill Brewing Company, 8.5 alcohol by volume, from the Brewing Company Bronx, from the fucking Bronx. Yep, seeing that. Brewed by Gun Hill Brewing Company, Bronx, New York. 8.5 alcohol by volume. Make life a declaration. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a boring fucking double IPA. But it drinks well. I mean, it's super drinkable. And it's actually super approachable. So, like, everybody, like, if you... excuse me, I have to pick it up. I just dropped it. But if you like, I mean, anybody who likes Sam Adams Rebel IPA, for instance, people who don't drink other crafty beers, they'd fucking chug the shit out of this. It's undefinable. It's simple. It's approachable. The ABV's hidden. It's 8.5. It's panty droppers. Basically, it's welfare child making. Since you're from New York, you'll understand. You know, that's the way it is. Uber ghetto. You know? Pumping those fucking kids out. Getting the access card. Uber ghetto. Matt knows that. He loves it. He's probably got like 100 illegitimate children as we speak. He's probably making 100 more as we speak. Anyway. E Paribus Luplian. Paribus. It's Latin. E Paribus Luplian. Number 1. Silvis. American Double Imperial IPA. 8.5 alcohol by volume. Canned on date. Not to be found. I'm pretty sure this was canned somewhere from early to mid-February. Available, not sure, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I wasn't going to include this one because it's almost 2 months old by the time you receive the beer mail. But I figured, what the fuck, why not? I mean, what the fuck, why not? That's how I look at life. It's been kept cold the entire time. I'm sure that helps. Plus, a buddy of mine drank one for these a few days before I sent out the beer mail, and he said it was still drinking well. I guess we'll see, right? By the way, this beer features Chinook, Simcoe, Denali, and Equinox hops. This is the first beer I think I've ever had with Denali in it, which is really cool. It's not coming off as anything special at all. And I'm not getting any crazy fruit notes at all. More basically hints of that grapefruit and then that kind of blood orange kind of fleshy, juicy hop fruit pickle tickle. You know what I mean. You just watched a 10-minute review, so you know what I've said. So yeah, it's just boring. I mean, it's got a super nice malt base, and the fact that you could crush these. I mean, you could crush the fuck out of these. And if it's a 4-pack at 8.5, you know you're getting fucking shit-faced. However, the experience you have when you drink this will be one of melancholy. So I can't think of. I'm not saying anything nice to say about it because it's crushable, it's drinkable, it's super easy to drink. I do like blood orange. I like the fleshy fruits, but there's nothing that stands out in the beer. There's nothing that really goes, oh, look at me, I'm so. You get that kind of undefined. I don't know if the hops are working against each other in some kind of way or whatever, but everything's so undefined. Perfuming, earthy, no real hint of like no real defined pine notes. I mean, I love it when you get a beer and it's got pine in it, like that piney earthy hop, and you're like, oh my god, it's like a blue fucking spruce. Like there's a pine in this bitch. You know what I mean? I like that. This one doesn't have it. But with 8.5 malt base being caramel sweetness and those soft fleshy fruits that people really like, it is crushable. Absolutely. Anyway, this has been Paul for PABrewNews. I'll give this one solid 7.5. Solid. Yeah, fuck you. It's solid. I'm going to go in that solid category because it's not good. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I'm not going to kick it up. I think if anybody drank this, they'd be like, well, yeah, I've had better double IPAs. It's drinkable, isn't it? I'll give it the 88. You know what I mean? When they give a beer a fucking 88, it's like, ouch, man. You know what I mean? I do it on the 1 to 10. If I don't like a beer, believe me, you're under 5. Which means I like this beer. It's in that solids category, 7.5. Anybody can. It's very approachable. People could drink it. People like it. The whole deal. Anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews. Everything is rated on my personal opinion, which means dick in the real world. All right, I'll see you. This is just another fucking 13-minute review that just basically went. Are we doing this? We're doing this. At first I thought this was great. And now I realize that in hell, I will get mystery beer reviews from Joe every day. Every day.